Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Shaftesbury Elementary, and welcome to our 17th episode of Flag Friday. 17. Almost to the end of the school year. Almost there. But before I go into today's flag, let's review from last week. Last week was the country of Canada and my 1% connection to that country. That 1% is a relative who was born in Canada back in the 1800s. Now, according to my ancestry DNA, I am 1% Indigenous American. So that could be my 1% connection to North America. But we're still early in the process of trying to figure out who I'm related to and where I come from. So there could be more information with my connection to Canada, and I could have a deeper connection to Canada. But as of now, 1% I have. And my other connection to the country of Canada is curling. Love the game of curling. It's fun. Much harder than it looks on TV than on the Olympics. They make it look so easy. But it's much harder. But it's a fun sport once you know and understand the rules and how the strategy is played. So, invitation still stands. Once, if we're able to open up in the fall and we're able to have visitors, people come, I would like for you all, not at the same time, but I wouldn't mind. I would love for y'all to come down and watch me on the ice in action. See a different perspective of my personality. So, with that being said for last week, we're going to move on into this week. This week you was given 4 clues of which state it could be. Let's see if you figured out which state it was. We'll go with the first clue, the Appalachian Mountains. The Appalachian Mountains gives you the eastern part of the U.S. The Appalachian Mountains is a huge range. It's a huge mountainous range. So it could be any of the states that it runs through. I'll give you that. Go with clue number 2. The first whaling convention. The whaling convention, it was kind of a curveball to kind of give you an answer, steer you in the right direction. Okay, there was only really 2 possible answers with that. And somebody named the other state that was in the convention. So you're like part right and part wrong. But yeah, we'll go back to that one in a few minutes. Then we'll go with the mother of presidents. This was another nickname for the state. If I were to give you the other nickname, you would know exactly what state I'm talking about. And I can't be that easy. So, mother of presidents is another nickname for the state. And for the 4th clue yesterday, country ham and blue crabs. Now, you hear crabs, you're thinking, oh, I know, it's Maryland, right? No, 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 not Maryland. It's a good guess, though, because Maryland is known for crabs. But we're not talking about the state of Maryland, even though I did that state once before. Be aware, I could repeat states again, depending on information and where I fall with certain things. Right now, I have over 60 flags here at home. 60 flags. So the chance of me repeating a state or a country anytime soon is slim. But it could happen. So be aware. So, with those 4 clues, Appalachian Mountains, Whaling Convention, Mother of Presidents, country ham and blue crabs, which state did you come up with? I heard North Carolina. I heard West Virginia. I think someone said South Carolina, but I might have misheard them. So, let's figure out which state we're talking about today. Now, I have a very deep personal and military connection with this state. This state is like a second home to me. I was born in Maryland, and I was born in D.C. and raised in Maryland. And I lived in Maryland for over 30 years. A good portion of the 30 years was spent in this state. So, what state am I going to reveal today? Da da da! The state of Virginia. Look at that. It's a beautiful state. It's a very beautiful state, especially when you go out to Western Maryland, Western Virginia. Very beautiful state. And to give you more information about me, I have a deep personal and military connection to this state. Military-wise, 9/11. We all know about 9/11 and how horrible that was to our country's history. I was there at the Pentagon the day after. The morning after it was hit, I was there. I got to see all of the destruction and all of the evilness that happened. I was there and helping with the crime scene, helping the FBI, the Secret Service, the Pentagon police. I was there from the day after to the end of the month, and then spent 2 months in Georgia, and then from December to the following September, I was at the Pentagon. I got to meet Donald Rumsfeld's wife. I got to work with the Pentagon police. I got to do some undercover work. I got to do some plain clothes work. I got to walk around the Pentagon. I did some security on the roof. I got to walk inside. Nice memorial on the inside. I got to see the rebuilding of that section that was hit. Speak to some of the survivors that just missed it. I mean, it was a somber moment in time. An experience that I will never forget. That will always stick with me. Also, I spent time in Fort Myer, where I stayed while serving at the Pentagon. Fort Belvoir, Fort Eustis. Also got to spend a little bit of time in Fort Lee. Uh, I used to go to family vacation in Virginia Beach when my dad was still alive and did conventions down there. Virginia Beach was beautiful. Williamsburg, Fredericksburg. I have an adoptive grandmother in Richmond. And I'm also part of the Quander family. And the Quander family has their own museum in Virginia. Family Museum in Virginia. That's where my younger sister was able to have information and get information to find out that I am directly connected to George Washington, our first president. How cool is that? He would be my seventh great granduncle, and his nephew would be my sixth great grandfather. I mean, it's just wow, and that was again confirmed by me a month or two ago on the Ancestry. I was able to find the bloodline and able to map it out. And I'm still going back far. I've gone all the way to England and I'm still going back. I'm back to like my 13th to 14th grandparents. It's amazing. But spent time in Woodbridge, Fairfax County, Fairfax City, Arlington County, which is where the Pentagon is actually at, not in Washington, D.C. I mean, I can go on and on. So I have a very deep connection with this state. This is like my second state, my second home. And I love it. The other nickname for this state is Virginia's for lovers. I've been easy to figure out. So with that being said, I'm going to leave it there. This video is going on pretty long. So I want you to continue to wear your mask. Continue to be respectful. Continue to enjoy life. Do the best you can in school. We're almost done. At least 4 more episodes left. At least. So I will see you around. Continue to do what you're doing. And you have a good day.